Goodell.
The NFL is a sports league, but also very much a community of individuals on a very big stage. People pay attention to what our players do, which means players have an opportunity and a responsibility to make an impact that can change lives. The late, great Walter Payton understood that. And that's why his legacy is much about service and humanity as rushing yards and touchdowns. Jason Witten has been a player who's carried on that legacy. He's now the Cowboys' all-time leading receiver, but there's a lot more. Jason is a spokesman for NFL Play 60. He's involved with the Boys and Girls Club of America. And every year, he hosts a free football camp for more than 1,000 kids in his hometown. The full list of his community involvement goes on and on. But there's one cause with a connection intensely personal to the man he's become.
When I step on that field, I just can't help but think of what got me to that point. Every time I get to come back, I do get chill bumps on my arms because this is where the dream started. When you're in that intersection in the road and you got two paths to go down, and because of the impact of certain people in your life, you're able to choose the right path.
When his mom moved him and his two brothers to Elizabethton, Tennessee, Jason Witten wasn't quite old enough to understand why. The family was leaving behind an abusive husband and father, the kind of past that can haunt a life forever. But then, Witten walked onto this field with this man, his grandfather Dave, the local high school football coach. Someone who showed him how valuable the right kind of influence could be.
My grandfather was just a pivotal part of my life because as a young male that's looking for direction, he was there to show it.
He had many questions. He'd ride to school with me in the morning, and I bet you'd ask 50 questions between here and 4 miles to school, wanting to know things about his mom and dad. He was confused. I was trying just to talk to him about being a person that other people want to respect.
I think about where I am today as a man. A lot of that is because I saw him, how he treated other people, and just taught me so much and encouraged me to chase my dreams.
Where a person comes from shapes who he becomes. And the lessons Jason Witten learned here from his grandfather are at the heart of the mission of Jason Witten's SCORE Foundation,
How you doing, buddy?
which places male mentors in battered women's shelters to work with children staying there, to step into their lives, to change their futures.
Simon says do 3 jumping jacks. What we found is in Texas, over half of these kids that come into this shelter, they're gonna go on and do the same cycle because of what they've seen. So we've put in these male mentors that are there every day when these kids get home from school.
Winning, good. Okay, let's try to get in touch your head.
They're there to be everything from a voice just to talk to about a relationship, to help with homework, and to dream with.
1, 2, 3.
Dream
Breaking the cycle is putting a stop to domestic violence.
There you go.
I think how you break that cycle is you have this example of what I am. I broke the cycle because of my mom getting out of this situation, because of the help we were able to have my grandparents. Now I'm a father of 3, and that cycle's been broken in my life.
I'm just proud that he's willing to help other women and children who were in the same situation that we were in. But what makes me even more proud is the kind of man that he's become, and the kind of father he is, and the kind of husband he is.
Ready, ready.
Oh, I can't be any prouder. It's a real blessing for us all.
The Sport Foundation is all about being a shining light in these young kids' lives, not only through a camp or through an event, but putting programs in place so that they can have a Dave Ryder in their life one day and come back and think, because of that guy, now my life's changed and my dreams were able to be accomplished.
On behalf of Walter's children, Brittany and Jarrett, it is my honor to introduce the winner of the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award, Jason Witten. Thank you.
I can't tell you what an honor this is tonight. To everybody involved with this award, I say thank you. Most notably, Commissioner Goodell, the Dallas Cowboys, and of course, wonderful Payton family. I also want to recognize the other finalists for this awards, Joe Thomas and Larry Fitzgerald. Yeah, big round of applause for them. You guys are great players, but even better men. Thank my family, my wife Michelle, and wonderful kids for just being my biggest fans and chasing that dream with me. As you guys saw in the video, really I stand up here today because of my grandfather and the impact he had in my life. But I had a lot of questions. He didn't just answer those questions. He was the answer. He allowed me to believe in my dreams. He taught me so much about being a man. And really, that's what it's all about. Every day, we try to be the best football players we can be, but along the way, we can have an unbelievable impact. And for that, I'm grateful because I know what Walter Payton stands for. Thank you.